Good evening, gardening family. So, as you know, this beauty, well, not so much at this moment. This is my favorite plant in the garden. This is my Swiss chard that I've talked about in my videos that has just been struggling because of the pest pressure that's going on right now. And I will just take a piece off so that you can see exactly what she looks like. She is struggling at this moment, unfortunately, and my goal is, got him. My goal is to see if I can just give her a little shot now because this is so sad. There's stuff going on, there are little eggs in here that are trying to hatch. But I am going to just give it a shot because she has been here for 3 years. As I've mentioned many times, I love this plant. She's been very resilient, so I'm going to give it a shot. Give her a nice cleanup. She has been fighting for, gosh, I don't know how many days at this point, but I'm going to clean her up and give her a fighting chance to recover and see if she can, because even in the midst of everything that is happening with her, she's still fighting. You know, she's still trying to grow, and now that it's colder, she is doing okay. You know, still growing even though she has all of this nuttiness going on, right? This is crazy. She looks horrible. But she's been very resilient over the past 3 years, has given us a ton of great food. So I'm going to just clean her up. Let's see what we get. Give her an opportunity to revive herself and see what happens. If not, you know, not a whole lot lost, just a few minutes of cleanup time. We have other Swiss chard that's in the garden as well that we can grow, and I have tons of seeds that I can also put down and will be putting down to supplement for sure. But you know, this is just an opportunity to take care of a plant that has taken care of us. So I'll give it one good shot. Again, because this is actually the second time that I've tried to clean it up. So I'm cleaning up things that certainly look like this and getting rid of them. I actually took one off that looks pretty good. That guy right there. She looks good enough to eat. I may take some of these in because I'm clearly not seeing it all. So I'm going to clean up some of these edges, just make it look a whole lot better so that it won't be pulling, you know, the energy from the plant. So yeah, let's get some of this stuff off of there. Make her nice and neat. Nice and neat. Clean her up. Let's take this too. It's not the best looking thing. Actually, I'm going to leave that. That is the center, which is not good. It actually looks like two pieces together. It's kind of weird. So I'm going to leave that one there. And let's get to some of these others. Nice looking leaf again. Look at that. Beautiful. Probably take that in. Who knows? May saute that for dinner. But I really just want to cut her all the way down. Take off anything that might be getting some pest pressure at the moment if I can. But of course I cannot take the center of the plant. So if it's on the center, I won't take it. But something like this looks wonderful, but it's not on the center. Definitely going to be some that I want to take in the house. Not all of these are bad. Notice I'm pulling on many things because she's actually growing from several areas on the plant. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's like a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably about 12 or so different places that she's growing from. that. Some of that's just stems. Everything has been eaten. But then you get stuff like this. So still have some good leaves, and some of it with just a few little holes. So once I'm done cleaning all of this up, I will separate these out. Some of what you see me getting are things like this. I'm just taking those off because again, they're like little suckers, just sucking all of the energy. So I'll take those off so that the plant no longer has to try to feed something that cannot live. You know, some people may look at what I'm doing and going, for one, why are you trying to keep this plant alive when you could just plant something else? And that's true. I could just do that. But again, this plant's been very good to us. And look how beautiful that is. She's been very good to us, so I don't mind taking a few minutes to try to save it. Because again, there's some times when you have some plants that you just love. And I love this one. She's grown on me over the last 3 years. So this isn't a chore for me. This is actually a joy to be able to see if I can help her out. Because sometimes, your plants just need a good pruning. Just like us. Sometimes we don't want to be pruned, but a good pruning will allow us an opportunity to get rid of all of the dead things in our lives and give ourselves an opportunity to grow. How about that? So, I choose to look at this the same way. Let me give her an opportunity to grow. Alright? So I'm going to prune her heavily and give her the best shot that I can. Okay, that is it. I know you're probably looking at this going, what in heaven's name? But bear with me a moment. This is what my baby looks like now. That's what I was talking about. It looks like 3 plants together, 2 plants, 1, don't know. This is the only one that I'm actually concerned about because this the center of this plant, this is not great. This one doesn't look so good, and that's the center. So I'm going to see if it will grow just a smidgen more, and then if I need to take it out, I will, but I'm going to give it just a little longer to try to establish the very center right here before I try to get rid of this piece. This guy's here. No concern really, other than it's a little cold, so I may try to cover them. These guys looking okay. All in here, all of these guys are looking pretty good. I'm not real concerned about them. So all in all, we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see what happens with her. I'm hopeful that she will make it through this. She has been growing strong, even though she's had all of this pest pressure. So like I said before, if she makes it through all of this, she is going to be such a super strong seed that she is just going to be amazing for pest pressure, and probably for anyone in zone 8A at least. So who knows, she may become a beautiful seed, source of seeds for us in the future, and maybe I'll be able to share it with some of you. Who knows. But get some of these little guys here out of the way. But yeah, that's the reason that I'm really doing this, is because 1, she's been such a great plant. She's been here with us for so long, and for 2, she can just be a super strong seed at the end of the day if she can just withstand all of the pest pressure. So yeah, again, I like experiments. So here she is. This is our experiment, our beautiful little girl. She has been through it, but at the end of the day, I think it's worth it. these guys here, I am going to go through them and grab the ones that I can take into the house. And I think I'm just going to saute these for some dinner. I think my babe will be glad. We haven't had some in a minute, so I think we'll go ahead and do that. Take the good ones and throw the rest in the compost heap. I will definitely keep us updated on what's going on with this young lady. Hopefully, we'll have a wonderful story to tell, and you'll get to see how she's overcome yet another attack and can teach us something about resilience. All right, so these guys are the ones that made the cut. And I know there may be some of you that are wondering, like, ooh, why'd she bring those things in with those holes in them? Well, riddle me this. What if these greens are the type of criteria that is used to determine if they cut the greens up to bag them or not? How do we know what cut greens look like before they were put into the bags? What if they actually look just like this? Drops mic. But in all seriousness, at the end of the day, this food, we know exactly where it came from. It came from our garden. It's organic. We haven't put pesticides on it. Sure, they have some holes, but holes are okay. They'll eat. These greens will eat just like any other green. I'm going to chop them up and make them into what we need them to be. So at the end of the day, were the holes that serious? Nah, I don't think so. I'm cleaning up the Swiss chard now. Got them all cut up and ready to go. I'll continue washing them, but you know, guys, I'm just looking for the holes. I don't know. What do you think? They look like they'll eat to me.